Welcome to One Chemistry. Always try to do your best. Now, let us see about 100 conversion in organic chemistry. We are seeing it as episodes. This is the episode number 112. If you didn't watch previous episodes, I encourage you to go and see. Here, we solve 5 problems step by step. Stay tuned. Let us see the question number 1. The starting methyl is cyclohexanone which is attached with 2-methyl group and you are having the active methylene phosphorus compound. The phosphorus attached with oxygen and the UTO. On the other side you have ester COOET. You are using sodium hydride and lithium aluminum hydride. Next step we are using diethyl tartrate which is in the negative form. Then further you used tertiary butyl peroxide. Further you used peroxide and titanium isopropoxide. The products are given, the products are alcohol and epoxide. The position of alcohol and position of epoxide is important. Whether alcohol is right side or left side or epoxide is above or below. From the phosphine and oxygen as well as the tartrate and isopropoxide you might guess 2 naming reactions are involved here. The answer is A. Let us see how. The starting metal you are having cyclohexanone and you are reacting with active methylene compound. You are using the base. Base what really doing is it abstract the proton there, it form negative charge. Then the negative charge attack the carbonyl, you have new CZ bond. So new CZ bond is formed, the oxygen is there, phosphorus is there. The phosphorus have empty orbital so it always prone for the nucleophilic attack. So O minus attack the phosphorus. The new PO bond with negative charge, it also has to be quenched there. So what really happening, it's a kind of Wittig reaction happened there. Wittig reaction you have alkene with phosphorus and oxygen elimination. Here you can have E alkene or Z alkene. But with stabilized halide you have E alkene. Here halide mean like the phosphorus attached carbon which is stabilized by electron withdrawing COOET. So it's a stabilized halide, it has the time, so it go to thermodynamically stable E form. So the COET on left side. Next step you are using lithium aluminum hydride. Lithium aluminum hydride reduce the carbonyl and you have alcohol there. So alcohol is in the left position. Then you are using diethyl tartrate and tertiary butoxide which is the peroxide and you are using titanium propoxide. This reaction is called Sharpless reaction. What really happened is it is a epoxidation guided by OH. Here OH is on left side, you have the minus tartrate, so the epoxide is above the plane. If you are interested, go on study mechanism separately. This reaction is controlled by OH position and the tartrate configuration. So the answer is clearly A. Here you have to learn 2 important things. One is Wittig reaction. The Wittig reaction form the alkene from the carbonyl. The reaction give E alkene when there is a stable halide. Next thing is Sharpless epoxidation. If you have OH on left position with minus tartrate, you have epoxide above the plane. Then the question number 2. The starting metal is cyclic system with heterooxygen. You have alkene and methyl group. You are using phenyl bromide and palladium phosphine. You are using potassium acetate and DMF. They ask you to find the product. The products are mostly differ in the phenyl and double bond position. For the phenyl in the second position or third position or fourth position, for the double bond is in the second position or third position. So from the reactant to product, the question is really about regioselective phenyl attack in the reaction. Where is the phenyl attacks? Where is the double bond? The answer is B. Let us see how. The starting metal you are having alkene, you are using palladium phosphine. What really happened is the palladium weakened the double bond there. It's a kind of interaction between metal and ligand. So palladium weakened the double bond. Next thing you are having hydrogen. Whenever the metal with the system, it always tries to abstract the beta hydrogen. So beta hydrogen also weakened there. 3 carbon and hydrogens are weakened there. So you have the proton abstraction in the beta position, you have the anion. But the anion can be stabilized itself by electron withdrawing oxygen. So anion come into second place. So pH B or pH plus attacks the second position. You have the product B. Here you have to learn two important things. One is metal interaction with organic system. Metal always behave like complex kind of metal ligand interaction. It always subtract the beta hydrogen. Second thing is anion stability. The anion always stabilizes towards its own electron withdrawing system. Here oxygen is electron withdrawing and stabilize the anion. Then the question number 3. The starting metal is 6-member cyclodiene, which is the diene there, and you have SiOMe3, which is the alkylic group protected by trimethylsilide. Then you have alkene attached with 2 electron withdrawing group. You are heating it up and you are using sodium methoxide and methanol. Then you are using phenyl magnesium bromide and dilute sulfuric acid. You are heating it up. They ask you to find the product. The products are bicyclic system and the ketone and double bond position and phenyl position is different there. Whether the double bond is on the bridge or near to the bridge, or the phenyl is near to the bridge or away from the bridge. So the 4 possibilities. So from the reactant to product you might think of the regioselective ring closure definitely occur. How the bicyclic system formed is the real question here. The answer is C. Let us see how. The starting metal you are having cyclic system with conjugated double bond you are having alkene. So you might think of diene and dienophile. It's a 4 plus 2 cycloaddition. So 4 plus 2 cycloaddition happened. The carbon become bridged one and CN and ester is on the other side. Then you are using MEO minus. It attacks the carbonyl because it is the only reactive center. It attacks the carbonyl. You have the open addition. So it has to be quenched. What really happens is O minus travels. You have CH3COOMe elimination. You are removing the ester from the system. Again you have the anion. How you remove the anion? Anion comes as a carbonyl group. You are removing CN. You have the ketone there. So ketone is formed there. Next step you are using phenyl magnesium bromide. So what really happens is phenyl carbon bond is formed. You are removing the water there. So you have alkene with phenyl attachment. Then the next step you are using dilute sulfuric acid. The acid remove the protecting group which is trimethylsilide. So you have finally ketone through ketoenol tautomerism. So the answer is clearly C. Finally you have the ketone with alkene and phenyl on the other side. So the answer is clearly C there. Here you have to learn two important things. One is the system with multiple functional group. Whenever you have a system with multiple functional group, you have to think of order of the reaction. Which reagents given first, which reaction happening first. If you reverse this order, you won't get anything as you should be. Second thing is the functional group conversion. You have to master how you convert one functional group to another one, and also you have to master how to quench the charges. Here you are quenching negative charge by 2 steps. One is by MEO removal, another is by CN removal. Then the question number 4. The starting metal is diketone which is on ester other side. You are adding with alpha, beta unsaturated carbonyl which is on ester also. You are heating it with MEONA and MEOH. They ask you to find the product. The products are mostly about how the carbon-carbon attachment happen. Whether the attachment happen at carbonyl or near to the carbonyl or in the alpha or in the beta. So there are the 4 possibilities: CC bond form as well as CO bond forms. From the reactant to product you might guess regioselective addition is happen here. The answer is D. Let us see how. The starting metal you are having the active methylene group because it is attached with 2 ketone electron withdrawing group. So you are using the base subtract the proton, you have the anion formation. Next step you are heating it up with alpha beta unsaturated system. What really happens is where the O minus will attack. O minus will attack the 3rd position or the 4th position. Here the question is where the carbon ion attack. Whether the carbon ion attack the 1 position or the 3rd position. Carbon ion attack in the 1st position because organic nucleophile is soft. It always undergo 1 plus addition which is Michael addition. So new CC bond is formed. The answer is D here. Here you have to learn 2 important things. Whenever you have hydrogen attached with many carbonyl, you might think of it is the active methylene group. It is the reaction center. Second thing is organic nucleophile. Organic nucleophile is soft. It always undergo 1,4 addition. Then the question number 5. The starting metal you have spirene system with two alkene and the another alkene is attached with conjugated carbonyl. They ask you to find the reagent. Reagents only reduce the double bond which is in the conjugation. So you have to identify the reagent which chemoselectively reduce only double bond. The choices are lithium in liquid ammonia and platinum oxide and hydrogen and lithium aluminum hydride and B2H6. So from the reagents you might guess you have to identify the which reagent chemoselectively attack the conjugated double bond, not the isolated double bond. So the reduction is regioselective reduction here. The answer is A. Let us see how. The starting metal you are having two alkene. Our interest is alkene in conjugated position. Here lithium in liquid ammonia reduce only the conjugated addition. Other lithium hydride reduce the carbonyl. Platinum oxide and hydrogen reduce the double bond which is in the isolated form and B2H6 also reduce the isolated double bond. So our only possibility is lithium in liquid ammonia. How it reduce? Lithium is electropositive, it supplies the electrons there. So it supplies the electron to the conjugated double bond. Here the radical is stabilized by the conjugation and anion is stabilized by electron withdrawing group. Here radical anion formation is the intermediate here. Liquid ammonia supply the proton, you are having hydrogen attachment. Again the radical has to be quenched. Metal supply another electron, so the radical become anion there. So the radical become anion, you are supplying again hydrogen, you have the reduction on double bond. So the answer is clearly A, lithium in liquid ammonia. Here you have to learn two important things. One is the conjugated double bond is reduced by lithium in liquid ammonia. Second thing is the intermediate formation in this reaction is radical anion. The radical further converted into again anion, hence the reduction happened here. That's all from this episode. I hope it was easy. Thanks for watching. If you have any suggestion, comment below. Stay tuned for next episode.